Oh. He had that. Nice. Perfect. Light little tap. Oh! I realized halfway through. Hey, Dewey. Why are you near post? Interesting rotation. Hey, Devin. Hey, Proston. Oh, that was not the cancel I wanted. Yike. All right. How was bro so fast? I'm gonna tell you multiple people really fast. It's been like 30 seconds since I've been live, basically. Nice fair twists. The YouTube noties always go out way faster than Twitch noties. That's funny whenever YouTube pops in like wham. Honestly, sometimes I used to get people on Twitch who I'm friends with on Steam. They would pre-jump my streams because they would be able to see me get on Rocket League, so they knew like in the next like 5-10 minutes I'd be on our stream. All right, that should be fine. Ooh. Should be yours. I'm actually not a fan of fish sticks as like a food. So I'm actually all good. You can keep that. No! Sad. All right. Sure. Oh, that was actually a very easy double for no reason. I bailed on that. Okay, bounce over that first guy. That's fine. I don't know why he's jumping over that. These guys are psychotic and not in a good way. Not in like the normal twos, but I also didn't expect teammate to get owned like that. That's not a goal. Okay. Teammate's a little panicky, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to like play off his reads here, but he keeps like throwing it away. Yeah, sorry, immediately off that one. Also, that was very slow by Nemesis, the 100 boost. I don't know if he's trying to go for like a... I don't know if he was trying to go for like a 50 or something, but that was bad. We've D-ranked enough in twos that we shouldn't be too worried about the skill level of these opponents. All right, there's clean little dust. Ooh. I'm gonna just... Yeah, I might get out of the way of the first guy. Ah, if I had slightly more boost, cringe. Oh, cringe, this guy's grabbing all my pads too, that's wild. In a way, fish sticks are kind of like alternate tendies. Alternative meat tendies. You just weird? I don't know, man. I'm just not. I like seafood. I feel like fish is like a hit. It's like a hit and miss. I like salmon. I like a decent amount of like tilapia, like some like more like plain fish that you can season and make your own. I'm just not really a fan of like fried fish outside of maybe like fish and chips. But I don't know, in stick form, they've always been kind of like whatever to me. All right, that was pretty bad by me. My bad, thank you. Oh. Luckily, he actually missed that. Nice stunk. Good teammate. Oh my god, I was gonna hit it down to him and then he peeled away and I tried to bail. I was like, oh my god. Click. It's not great, but okay. Ah, overtouched it. Okay, we're 1v1. I do not 1v1 randoms, so no. I would suggest maybe searching YouTube for 1v1ing viewers or something in someone's title. I don't really know your success rate at 1v1ing strangers that are just trying to, I don't know, do a stream. I'm a mahi tuner, some good salmon on the other hand. I mean, yeah, I could see that, Devin. I just feel, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of like, it also depends on the fish stick quality. Like if that's like some like freezer made fish sticks, there's no way that's good. I'm sorry, there's no way that's tasty. Baked beans, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese. I will take a baked beans, mashed potatoes, and mac and cheese. That's a lot of carbs though, I would need protein. Okay. Alright, chat, we've been kind of throwing away a lot at MMR lately, so what the frick? Sesby did not also see that coming. That guy went off the ceiling for the kickoff goal? That's crazy. Anyway. Yeah, we've been getting low-key kind of farmed lately in twos, which is kind of hilarious considering these are not high-level lobbies at all. Like, I gave myself a little grace knowing that I'm, like, trying to de-rust, but at a certain point, we gotta actually... Rubber's gotta hit the road. Speaking of, that's a miss. Oh, he just took the objectively wrong angle to take on that. Oh, you misflipped? Okay. We know about no chicken casserole. Oh, bonk. The pool shot into the goal. That's positioning right there, chat. I'm not opposed to chicken casserole. I think casseroles can tend to be kind of mid. It's giving Midwest dinner potluck. You know what I mean? Bonk. Not Sesby being 100 boost all the way back in our quarter. I just realized he was about to get dunked on that. Hey, fun fact? Yeah, I was about to say, I'm gonna need help. Actually, insanely good first touch. Oh, no! I over-pursued it. Says we don't get balled. Thank you. This man makes a save, gets a pad, and then over-pursues it to the corner as if that guy has only any other touch than hitting it middle or forward. What are we doing? All right, Sesby's gonna have to be hard carried. I will accept that fate. Oh, that's actually a pretty good shot. I will give him that. Top shelf? All right. That was a pretty good shot by him. Okay, he's not horrible. He just has to keep the ball in front of him. Especially here in Tennessee, they're doing it right over here. I'm just not really a huge fan of casserole. I feel like there's just other stuff I see that I'm like, I'd prefer that. I mean, a lot of Southern cuisine, though, also is very good because it's so buttery and crispy and nice. So, you know, I'm not hating on that. You got that, Sesby? A little risky, yeah. I took like a half-second delay on that because I wasn't, again, the lower in rank I go, the less confident I get on anyone's ability to read anything. So I'm like, on that one, I should have just gone immediately because, again, I should be confident that I'm torching these guys to all these arrows. All right. I'm just gonna go for literally anything at this point. I'm gonna see what it takes to rank up in this rank inevitably. I could have stolen that boost. That's crazy. He gave it to me. Sorry, teammate. All right, so ball chasing era of Taco getting out of GC2 commences now. Okay, got that. Hello, sheep. Ah, if I landed cleaner. Gonna lob that middle, keep possession because Nemesis is gonna throw it away. I hate that you aerialed for that. But that was fair enough. Like, it was kind of like a... It's kind of like a half rotation thing. Most players don't understand that your teammate will do that. So he was probably already thinking about going up as I was planning on going up. Oh, teammate, you went into the goal. You with 100 boost. Okay, well, that was... Ooh. Oh, he didn't have 100, but going directly down the middle is always something that is indicative of low IQ Rocket League in my mind, especially as we're into GC2. Okay. It's over him. Free goal, free goal, free goal, free goal, free goal, free goal, free goal. Oh my god. Forced to kind of chuck that one. I slowed down briefly because I saw a teammate go across. And now he's challenging a ball that he had no chance of winning, and that's why we get scored on. God, these people are so freaking stupid! It's so obvious! My God, I know you're in this rank for a reason, but Jesus, dude. Must I do it all? I just need people to not rotate so up that one touch completely ruins them. It's like they make decisions based on, like, it's 100% going to be this. There's no other play that it could be. He is going to get 100% this touch, and then anything else happens, and they're like, what? And it's just like, buddy, like, it should not be that surprising that anything other than that one prediction you made, and we got the exact same guy. Okay, we win this one only because now I know what I'm dealing with. You finally get an Ethernet? You think it'll help? It will. You'll have less latency. Joe, thank you for the $5. Say hi to my man Danny. Hello,
Yo,
Danny.
say hi to my man Danny.
Oh, geez. I thought that was going to be a delayed 50. Oh, my God. These people are so slow. Okay. Again, I just need to go fast. They're going to go slow, but, I mean, I can't take my time on these necessarily. I just need to... That was a pass? What the... That's a lot of boost for a single touch. We're gonna play this pop. What? All right, teammate, play the bounce. It's gonna be slightly out. You flip past it. All right. Mental damage. All right, again, I should not be... He says I got it as if that was definitely... I like how the follow-up ball was actually a way easier read for him than the one that I went for, but he said I got it as if, one, he also can't see me already challenging it. It's way easier for you to peel off that. Again, these people are just not good. Free coaching, by the way, if Sesby sees the stream and wants to know why he's constantly last back getting scored on. All right, that's gonna be over me. Oh, well, not ideal. Thought that guy would be a little bit slower to that. All right, Divine is the hard carry. I just need to make sure he's not shooting the ball at all. And also need to make sure I'm not leaving Sesby out to dry like that last one. All right, there we go. Good flick, teammate. We got it. Had my truck apart twice. Did it take apart? Frying kids. Okay, Witch from Hansel and Gretel. Yep. Frying is like an objectively great slang term that unfortunately has really only existed in COD. I kind of wish it existed in more use cases. Playing with champ or something. He's just like very like I said, like he's a red tag, which means he has never been beyond GC, but also beyond that, it's like when you're playing this rank, when I've deranked enough because of rust and time off and blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, I just need to carry these games, but it's tough because it's like when you have teammates that rotate this assured about specific things, the difficult thing is that the main thing that's holding Sesvia back is that he's not leaving any chance for alternate paths of play. So he goes, yep, I'm gonna go 100% on this read. The ball will 100% be right here when I touch the ball next, or blah, blah, blah. And then the ball goes literally anywhere else, and he's suddenly like, oh crap, I didn't plan for that. I'm like, well, yeah, that's why you rotate covering options. You don't cover an option, you cover options. Like, oh, if the ball goes here, I got it, but I'm gonna kind of split the difference, and then, you know, we'll be able to go from there. And obviously you can change based on how confident you are, like where a ball is gonna go. For example, that backboard read, it's only gonna be a miss and gonna come straight down, or it's gonna be a guy clearing it to the far side like they just did. Those are the only two options. So I don't have to cover the near side on a play like that. Okay. That one was me leaning back because the option was me air dribbling it over, which probably wasn't gonna happen, or I take a dunk, and that's about it. Nemesis is not gonna go, but that's fine. I'm just gonna lob it again, keep them trapped in the back. I'm gonna turn for this and lob it again. Okay, that's fine. I cover the option of Divine hitting it across. He doesn't, but that's fine, Sesvia has it. I'm gonna trust him to grab that boost, take a soft touch. I'm gonna turn outside because that's probably gonna be a 50 over there. Okay, that should be a flip receive double. Just kidding, holy crap, that was terrible. Teammate covered the option of going outside. That wasn't too bad, but again, be a little bit more middle. Like, you're gonna 100% assume that one's gonna go to the far side? I don't know. Just not a fan of that. Just not a fan of that playstyle because it completely ties your hands behind your back on like what you can actually get away with. And in reality, it just results in a lot of plays where you're giving up advantage. Speaking of, guy didn't expect me to turn and pop that. I'm in live. I went through my live subs and you weren't there. Just meant to scroll to you. Oh, I've been live for like 15 minutes, so kind of rigged. Wait, is that the Tiz? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Did you play in the CRL 2v2? That's wild. Yeah, sometimes YouTube just not be notifying my subs, Birdie. It's kind of rigged, not gonna lie. I saw the back flip. Good save. All right, yeah. We made grands and then DQ'd. Buddy, what? You're telling me you DQ'd making grands? Do you have to leave or something? Were you hoping the bracket's gonna be quicker? Playing in a CRL open event and hoping it's gonna be quick is, that's a fate. That's a fate that will not work out well for you. Yeah, if you guys are just joining in, this is me on low hours trying to cue myself out of GC2 twos, and let me tell you, I can barely speed flip, and these games are really, yikes. I'm watching goals I couldn't even fathom going. Choose MMR has never meant, like, less to me in terms of its value to your skill level. Boosting has gotten out of control. If I had more boost, that would have been actually kind of a swinging first touch. Brother made it to the end, and then his appendix first. Yep. We were playing Winthrop, and then we needed a bracket reset. Who is the Winthrop team? Is it T-Krell and Percy, I'm guessing? Or was it the Garnet team? So it was like Phantom and someone. Yeah, oh, okay. That's a good team. Was it you and Gababy? Gababy? Dance Dance officially hates fun, does not lob me on the backboard. Cringe. I was hoping that would bounce off the ceiling, and then it didn't, and I was like, cringe. My bad teammate, by the way. I can turn on that. No! I'm gonna scoop that little. Take it back. Nice. Take it back now, y'all. Back out. Also, I just realized we got a $5 super chat goal, and I did not update the goal. That works. Who could save? Kyle, thank you for that other 5. Ruining my super chat goal even further. Making it even more inaccurate. Awesome. Any videos on positioning by chance? I am thinking about going back and making like my version of teaching positioning. Now that I'm unemployed, I low-key have some time to burn to like make stuff like that again. So honestly, I was debating doing that again. People seem to like my advice on streams. So maybe just like a more condensed, long-form version would be appreciated. I don't like you jumping to that. It's okay. Oh, good recovery. Okay. 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 Oh, I was playing off a 50 and then Roy did not chow that at all. My bad. Oh, my bad. I'm gonna chow this. Birdie, how's the child, by the way? Bonk him? Nice, good bonk. Whoa, actually, he didn't bonk him. No, it was too far away. I was a bot. I wanted it too bad. I like how I just said, like, I'm still getting used to, like, my sticks again and warming back up, getting my hours back up, and yet I'm still being like, sidewall must do, like, like an idiot. Like, I'm actually going to be able to be consistent with that yet. Reset. Nice. Honestly, the amount of times I've played with the flip reset indicator and gotten an unexpected one by landing on someone's car on a 50, it'd been like, oh, cool. Now I know. Really funny side effect of the indicator. Surpassed 10 pound, is it eating a bunch? He's chonky, in a good way. Is he in the gym yet? It's fun, you can give him mini weights and then you can use him as a 10-pound barbell. Getting stronger by the day? Hell yeah. Gotta teach your kid the meaning of rep still failure one day. All right, my AC just turned on while my fan is on, and now I am in the Arctic right now playing, so we're gonna have to fix that. This guy's putting a ball on me? Okay, I tried to take an angle on that. That's actually a really nice touch. Slow things down. Uh-oh. Oh. I was gonna 50 that one, and then he went away. Nice W fake. Nice W fake, I said. I'm just throwing words together, chat, you know? Jack? Child? A little bit. Wait till it keeps his head up on it as his own. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Throwing words together is very Shakespearean in a way. Not ideal. Not an ideal way to lose that one. Huge fan of taking a pinch directly down the middle, which is objectively not how you do it. I think you're better off jumping on the inside of that, so at least if you get a weak touch, it goes like kind of the corner. I think the risk that he's taking is that he's putting his nose like straight into it as the ball bounces, which just basically makes it go da-da-da-da. Whereas if you like kind of lean back a little bit, it gives you a little bit more chance for the bounce to then hit you again, and then you like actually get the pinch that I think he's looking for. But regardless, that was a position we didn't have to be in. And again, game we objectively should not have lost. That was a very bad team. So let's see if we get it this one. 50? Oh, he just didn't. He was playing the read. Oh. I'm gonna fake chow the hell out of this guy. Oh, and then he just gave the weakest flick. Well, that's sometimes why you don't fake chow. Look, you haven't played my placements yet? Cringe. Yeah, don't worry too much, Preston. Indubitably is one of those words that like you'll see in writing or like people purposely trying to be pretentious, but it's not really something anyone would say in real life. Ah. Very easy double again. When you start studying for the SAT, you're going to find a lot of words like that, Preston. Words that only exist to be tested on, but never actually said. So hey Lilo, I forgot if I actually said hi. I read your name in chat. I also forgot to wasn't exactly the strat that I was trying to go for, but okay. I was just leaving that tie, obviously. Halfway through, I was like, is Ty's like staying middle? I don't really know what to do. I was gonna hit it to the side, and then he didn't go there, and I'm like, I can't really shoot that, so maybe I can spike it down. It was just overcomplicated. I should just hit the ball and chased it. I actually let him get that boost. That's crazy. Good bump. Honestly, I don't think colleges really look at the SAT as hard as they used to. I think it's just like a numbers metric where they're like, yeah, it's good to know what you score. But I know they're trying to de-incentivize it. I took an ACT, I took SAT and ACT. I scored well enough on both of them the first time that I was like, yeah, I'm done. Same with Jerry. I studied my ass off for like 4 months, got a score I probably could have done better on, but I was like, you know what, this is still like, I was disappointed mainly just because my math. My verbal was in like the 92nd, 93rd or whatever percentile. I'm like, I'm happy with that. Math, I was scoring consistently in like the 85 or something, and then I took my one, and then I got like a 74. Lights were too bright for me on the part 2 because it's a power exam, so the better you do in part 1, the harder it is in part 2, and I breezed through part 1, so I was kind of prepping for it to be really hardcore and long, and I did not anticipate how much longer I'd have to take on part 2. I was just guessing on like the back 7 or 8 questions. So we can tie. See, Ty Simpson got drafted by the Rams. First overall pick, quarterback. Didn't expect Rams to draft for the future already. I mean, Stafford's what? Maybe in like, still got at least like a year or two of good play but years or anything. Oh my God, I just realized I got dusted on that one. That's cool. Not gonna lie, I was taking 9 minutes to decide on whether or not I wanted to go for that. I also thought Hoodrat, based on that recovery, was out of boost, so good job for him saving a little bit on the recovery. I don't think he meant to bait me in, but that's kind of accidentally what he did. Uh-oh, that's a C1 aerial. And GG. I was looking around and it's actually the world record. Oh. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the college. There's no like state mandate that you have to take the SAT or ACT, I don't think. Back in the day, you had to, I remember, for most of the schools, and I think the State University of New York system, you had to take both. But I think it was just because it was a metric that back then they were trying to pour a lot into. The chase for truly objective metrics is always on. The problem is, what a surprise, kids who go to richer school districts and have more time to focus on their studies and also pay for an SAT prep course or book do better on the test. Isn't that crazy? All right. Rocket League really wants me to play against this team as if it's like, or Hoodrat, as if he's like a boss. Oh wait, they get tie this time. Okay, if I win, then officially last game is not my fault. Oh, Ty, you gotta jump. You gotta jump, brother. You missed convo. I'm fairly sure I know how old the record for fastest in-game musty. Wait, you had a musty that was 141? How does that even work? Did you tweet it yet? It's not official until you tweet it. And then some freestyle you've never heard of with 100 subs is like, actually, I scored blah, 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 and you're just like, all right, buddy. Oh, okay, buddy. Why did I do this? Why did I do that, dude? I over-pursued on the corner. That was actually a perfect angle for me to go right from the corner and get a read. Always a risk, and that's exactly why I don't do that. I need to stop fucking doing that, and I can see it coming the moment I try. I'm like, I'm gonna go steal this corner. As long as my teammate touches it, and then he fucking whiffs the shit out of that. And I'm like, all right, well, I shouldn't have cheated. Bad rotation for many reasons, but it's compounded by the fact that I really trusted Brandon to not, you know, get absolutely boned on that one. I mean, very good pass, Brandon. I'm sorry, I just did not have boost on that one. We're gonna pop that. Oh, okay. Noise. Rocky's won a game. Rocky's been winning a couple games against professional baseball players lately. Rocky just beat the Mets. Damn, time to at the doctor when he comes in here. Fast scored at 139, top seed 140. Fast top musty I could find with 141 by Hankovic, but hit bar. Oh, that you got to tweet it then. I will retweet. I shouldn't have done that. God, I'm getting dusted by Hoodrat. He's the fucking only person who can score, dude. Such an idiot, dude. Every time I chow these, I'm thinking Hoodrat is like chowing with nothing, and I'm like, wait, what am I thinking? This man has like shown his main skill is literally boost preservation. Like, why am I acting like every goal isn't scored on me exactly the same way? Guy makes challenge kind of slow. I'm like, oh, he must not have a lot in the tank, and then suddenly he's got like 80. Oh no, Brandon. Okay. I get must in the ground. I get in the air and move on baby deer. Yep. I mean, everyone's making fun of how bad the Mets are, but apparently the Phillies, I think, just went. They're on their like now a 9-game losing streak or something like that. So then everyone's just like, funny how the Mets are getting pooped on in media and on the internet, but no one's giving crap to the Phillies for, you know, really sucking it up as well. Okay. Brandon hit that across? Not like that? Okay, well, whatever. Brandon, play the bounce. Nice. Is that a bump attempt, Hoodrat? That was actually psychotic. Okay. Excellent lob. Excellent lob. Hold on. I need my English teacher to upgrade some grades and to make at least 80 in her class. What do you mean need to? No one needs to do anything for this. I will. Unfortunately, I do not play with people that I do not know. There's nobody else in this entire North American region to play against. Brandon Hoodrad have been in my games the past, like, 3 games. Is there genuinely nobody on right now? That's kind of insane. There's no way people who play Rocket League have enough social skills to go out to a party. No way they got plans on Fridays. Also, we're such a low MMR. We gotta just ego chow these dudes. I will say Hoodrad is definitely underranked for what his skill is. This guy's actually pretty solid. So the fact that we are playing that many times in a row, I'm kind of like, I remember beta class. Sorry guys, I was only in alpha class, so. I mean, Preston's not quite yet trying for scholarships, I think, since he's a freshman, so. Unless he's going to like some private charter school or whatever. It's now tweet, let the impressions begin. Yes. World record. Yeah, apparently, prepare to get mogged by some 8-year-old who's in Nixus. Don't go. I've forgotten every single time. All right, next goal I will update. Don't know. Oh. Oh, even funnier, we're at the $4.99 one donation, so we officially can put it to 10. Oh, that was kind of awkward. So I'm like, I could hit that up, but it's going to go out way too much, and I could hit forward, but it's not going to go up enough. So I was kind of in that in between of like, not really sure how to approach this. Nice hot box, close one. We're gonna fake chow that. That's fine. Hotbox Toyota, look at this man go! Look at this man go! Great pass. Hey QC, I swear I called across your name when I was going through MLE history last year. In what way? I've casted once. I think I helped them out with their playoffs a while back because they needed a bunch of streams going. But other than that, I don't think I've ever played. I definitely know. I've never played an MLE and I've never casted beyond that. Let me dig up Lilo's tweet real quick. Gotta retweet it. There you go. Oh, these are gonna underscore first. I think it should be a world record still because like you actually made it. Like if the only faster one you can find is Hank that hit the bar, that doesn't even count, you know? Or does it mean like it hit the bar and then went in at a slower pace? Because that would honestly break me if I hit something that hard and then you go to the after goal result and it's like 30 miles an hour and you're like 10-year anniversary, I'm doing some research. Yeah, I keep getting DM'd by MLE people being like, do you want to say a testimony? I'm like, listen, I like MLE, but like I know basically nothing about it. I was not really involved in MLE at all. I have a lot of friends who have been, but like I don't really want to weigh in on something that I was an infinitesimally small part. I would not even say I was part of it in the grand scheme of things, considering I have a collective like hour, or not maybe not that small, 2 hours of experience in MLE. Oh no. Okay. Bruh. I left the league? Hopefully not doing anything too heavy. Freestyles are stingy. They count fastest musty tousty and fast musty goal speed as different things. That is gremlin deterrent. Ah. Okay, fair enough. I guess I do know that. Like, some people have, like, scored a goal that's, like, 120, but when you clock it right at the point of contact, that is, like, a top speed. I have seen Fire do that back in the day when he was pursuing, like, fastest possible play he could go for. Bro, did not want to try for that. Unfortunately. My top state is 1 kph off the Henko one, and the goal scored, I can't find anything within 15. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're peeking. Yeah, this is a Knox radio station, so you're going to hear probably a decent amount of Knox tonight. Bruh. Homeless alien. Hello. First 10 minutes of or first 20 minutes of ET. Also, massive fan of challenging a ball that has no pressure on you from the outside. Yike. Very easy double, and it's an own goal. All right. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Hopefully you had a good stream, Homeless. You're playing some Rocket League. Wait, what the heck? There's a Nightmare on Christmas. What the heck is the name of that? Wow, did I just completely forget what that is? Nightmare on Christmas, Nightmare on Halloween, Nightmare Elm Ave, Halloween, Christmas. Christmaween Nightmare. All right, never mind, I got it. Wow, this is not the rank that I signed up for. What are we doing? Unfortunately, nothing they could have done about this. Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare on Christmas. Yike, that was what I was going with. Nightmare Before Christmas, yes. I was having a little bit of a blank. That's a movie that, like, low-key I've not been, like, a huge fan growing up. Not that I hate it, I was never like, wow, that's my favorite thing. I was like, yeah, it's kind of a cute movie, and that was about it. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't do that, but okay. I should have known he was going to turn around there. I think it is more of like a lady-ish movie. Like, it appeals to the cutesy, like, stop motion thing while also being like kind of like a very gentle movie, which I think because boys grow up with like, grr, need to be, you know, rough and tumble type of stuff, I think it doesn't get as much credit. But it is a very good movie. Like, I feel like I see a lot more women interact with that, the Nightmare Before Christmas type of media. What am I doing going up? Bonk. I was about to say, like, that's gotta be wide open, right? What's your rank? We're pretty low from what we normally are. This is GC2, so trying to slowly get back up. Got pretty low stim TV and movies, so I quite like it. Taco's currently yes, thank you, Sheep. That should just be a command at this point. Taco's coping by saying he's climbing his way back out. My hours definitely have been lower lately, though, so. Bonk. up. You wanna... It's like that awkward thing where I'm like, I know he's gonna get a touch. It's not gonna be a good touch, but he will get a touch. So you're like having to like kind of play off it. I like that idea. Oh, I was just playing 50. Okay. Do not dive. Thank you, third. Talk hope. Yes. It's gonna be a very nice bounce for a ground double. Ah! Got you around it. You got to go up and play the read. That's crazy. Oh, luckily he has that. Nice. And pop. And free flip. Oh, I'm just going to play back because I don't trust. Why are you popping it up? I swear to God, dude. We're up by 1. We've been giving away silly goals. And teammates like, what if we popped it up? Like, no, we won. Like, just go. So better than me? Potentially. I don't know your rank almost, but either way. Back to the 2s, suffering. What a pre-jump. What a pre-jump. That was just stupid. I'm sorry. I was going for like a dunk into like the far side or something. I'd expected to hit it perfectly into my path. Alrighty. Oh my God, it's T Coral. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Dater Taco. I am oh no! I'm a CRL caster. If you guys are a fan of watching T Coral on Winthrop. I'm typically GC3 or higher, but right now we are low hours. Recently unemployed, so we're trying to get back on our grind here. And now we're coming back through GC2, which is interesting, to say the least. Nice shot. Whoa. Have a good stream, Goat. Thank you, T. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Our follow if you're new, but yeah, we're not as good as T. As I am not twice his age, but it feels like that sometimes. Swap for it. Thank you for the 61 months.
Hope you all have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. I do hope I have a good weekend. And hope you do too as well, Swap. Don't see it around much, but glad to see you popping in. 5 years. The thinkers are out tonight. Bro's dropping slurs on the other team. What the heck is all that? Those asterisks. Probably could have gotten that. Bonk. Wait, is this guy's pack-a-punch? Puck-punch. Snow Day main? Question mark? We're just gonna carry that past that first guy, take a beefy 50 or not, that's fine. Ah! Yeah, Snow Day Rumble. Is there a Snow Day Rumble? I don't think you can play that. I don't think you can make that a private match. That's my knowledge. Yeah, I think it just like, I don't know why. I can't think of any reason why it wouldn't work. Like, it's not like something needs the ball to be a ball. You can add somewhere. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if you can do that with the Snow Day puck. Let's find out. Oh, I can't do this while I'm queuing. One sec. Mutator settings. Oh, wait, no. Sakar. Snow Day, Mutator, Rumble. Wait, you can. Wait, 5-second countdown. What the? That's a little chaotic. Wait, what the heck is this? Why is there points? I'm pressing L3. I don't know what's going on here, chat. Why is there 3 power-ups? Also, why was the kickoff? Is that a recent change that off kickoff, it's 5 seconds until power-up? Maybe people were worried that people are scoring too much off kickoffs. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my rank-up games, whenever I did play Rumble, was just scoring off kickoff because no one was high rank enough to stop an air dribble or something, so you could just like get the ball and immediately be like, whoop. All right, this is whatever. Do you need earned point? I don't know why there's points next to it. I'm genuinely very confused. Since when you can cycle, yeah. Honestly, I think what it is Sheep is maybe the more points you score in that 20 seconds allows you access to better power-ups. I don't know how they rank those though, because all of them are situational. Or is that just in training? I don't know. That was a private match. Wichita or Winthrop? Who you got in this intense matchup? Well, funny thing was, Wichita almost pulled off something crazy. Oh, I love bots! I love bots! Huge fan of bots! What a low rank to run into them too. All right, body. You and I don't always see eye to eye, but we can dub out in this one. I promise. Yeah, I'm an idiot for thinking that I would be able to play off that flick. Huge fan of perfect catch and flick. We have to do new driver challenges? Well, we just do those in advance. Yeah, that is kind of rigged. Wait. Oh! Rigged. Dusted! Frickin' dusted robots! Get out of here! Bro said Spanish every kickoff, I think. Oh! Oh my god, that second guy off the ceiling. I was just like, Christ, I did not think he would be there. No, you can't dive a third. You can't, dude. These guys are adapting to Spanish. Dude, if I had more boost, dude, I missed their corner steal. And then Body is not learning that we're playing against bots and trying to beat them on an aerial when he's late. Oh, Body, this is why we don't see eye to eye, buddy. You can't get going for that. Ugh. I mean, that ball bounced right to you. You didn't want to jump for it, and then it rebounded right to you, and you didn't want to jump for it, and then you get dunked like buddies. We're not playing against average teams. We're playing against robots. You gotta go. Objectively doable game turned into impossible because it's so hard to adapt your brain to playing bots. I'm not even fully blaming him. I'm just like, that's the hard part about playing bots. Is like, it is beatable. The thing is, you have to instantly know what you want to do and have to do it. You can't have a moment like I had on that first goal where I'm like, let's see what he can do with this. Like, no, of course he's gonna catch it perfectly. Of course he's gonna get an insta flick that's gonna flawlessly go across. But yeah, we just had fudge, dude. Come on! I literally even waited for that cue. taking this long to get back? I bought you like 6 seconds. How are we this far? That's insane. I'm sorry. Literally got to save off the corner. It was literally like a 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and then they're back and they're still just barely diving into the near side. Dude. I'm honestly more down to just AFK and annoy them. If I wasn't streaming, I would just do that. Ooh, almost got a nice little scoop there. Not a good reset, but one that almost worked well. Okay. Again, perfectly weighted clear, top shelf. Ugh. I was kind of expecting Trent to hit that one a little cleaner. That was important. Oh. Oh, that was my bad. It's okay, we're not winning this one anyway. Oh, we can't even forfeit yet because it's 3 seconds. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, well. All right, we're going to stop queuing threes then if these are the only guys online right now, because yike. Did that bot over pursue the aerial? It's kind of wild. Did I just miss this boost twice over? That's crazy. Anyway. And we're done with threes for the evening because we got a bot queuing in low 1600. That's a new client he just took on for boosting. I think I'm on 110. There's no reason not to be on 110 for FOB. Actually, well, you know what? Speed the other day said use his camera thing, and I think he changed it to, to 109. That's why we're doing so bad, chat, because I lose that 1 degree. Why am I back? What the frick was that? I literally went on the internet. I didn't even press the jump button. I genuinely don't know what's going on there. But you don't need boost at all. Just flick. That works too. That's fine. Not a threat, not a threat, not a threat, not a threat. Nice. Wait, teammate, did you go into the goal? What? Oh. I was like, I don't think I can roll that in time, but maybe I can just hit around him. And that worked. Honestly, I was kind of terrified I was going to try to hook shot that, and then it was going to post and out, and then go wide. And then I was going to be like, well, that sucks. Well, tried to play patient, but that was really good. Soft touch by them. Not the play exact I wanted. That's okay. Teammate just made a play that I'm also trying to work on myself, is not hitting those light touches in the middle that feel like you're putting it back in the mixer, but ultimately you know are kind of just throwing the ball into the teammate or the opponent. Oh. Get that boost, rush it, nice. Now gentle, nice reset, they got it. I'm gonna fake chow that. try and hope that teammate gets that and port. Well, you're gonna have to get some boost of your own because this is mine. No, please chow that. Thank you. Good job, Mila. Let's go. Phillies are 10.5 game. I've been seeing the Phillies schlacken. Do you see that Braves player, though, get his very first pitch in MLB was taking a yard? It cut to his parents like, oh, they're here to support their boy. And very first pitch, as he's trying to be a closer, immediately rocked 350 yards. And I'm like, or 350 yards on a homer would actually be insane. You're going to play the boost. Predictable. Please get your boost teammate and don't air for that. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Great pass. Poor GR Reggie. He still got the win. Yeah, he did. He barely pulled it together. He played well, but it was just such a shame that it's like, I was like, that might be, I commented under the post that I learned about it from. I was like, that might be a world record for like, welcome to the league, like moment, you know? Like as a pitcher, your very first pitch, getting a homer. I mean, I can't imagine a more welcome to the MLB moment than that. Either that or like maybe like a player on his first at bat, like grounding a ball, and it's like an insane catch and turn by the shortstop or third baseman, and then it's like, yep, you thought that was gonna be a single, right? This ain't double A, buddy. I was turning and boosting, but I guess I wasn't supersonic on that. What the? I didn't expect that cut to be that brutal. Oh, that was lined up properly, but that's okay. Yeah, this team is pretty good on far side. We gotta be careful. They're pretty quick, pretty mechy. Oh, okay. Milo, do not dive. Thank you. 50 backup. Nice. Oh, Milo, beautiful. That's beautiful. Ooh, that's also pretty beautiful. Could be more beautiful. That's okay. Ooh, good recovery. I didn't think he'd pin up on that. Luckily, the teammate has the easiest job ever. Just don't put it right middle. Oh my god! Oh my lord. If that had one more second, I would have actually screamed. Wow, that would have been really tilting if that was immediately hit in there. And then they pan to his parents. That poor kid. I mean, you know, it happens. Like, he finished well. And that's also a good sign of good players. Some weaker players, if you got homered on your first pitch, you definitely would have been like, oh, okay, in like a rough mood. But he just like brushed it off. So, good job. My first pitch, some kid hit a grand slam on me. Wait, they brought you in while bases were loaded? That's crazy. Set up to fail, low key. That's a nice touch, Holy. What an unnecessary double. I should have just finished that. Open net. Cringe. Very cringe by me. Definitely knows he's in the big leagues. Yes, sir. Oh, I didn't think teammate with that boost steal would have backed out. My bad. Trying the lightest touch ever to put that down line instead of on the wall. It's fine, not shootable. Nice touch, Kevin. You actually don't need much more. You can get a reset off that. Nice. I'm gonna rush this just to give him time to get back. Low-key scoreable if I approached it different. Good up, Kevin. Good up, Kevin. You can get that again? We're gonna just win that over. That should roll nice. We're gonna go for that double. Zonkar, no one loves someone who actually plays well. I thought he was gonna go to goal. Wait, this is literally a custom training shot. Oh, if I approach that better, it was. Nice. Nice job, Kevy. Oh my goodness, good goal. In my 3 innings, I only gave 1 hit and allowed 2 runners and errors because I'm simply different. Yeah, M-Dog, if he comes in here, he'll rant to you. He used to be a high-level pitcher, going to college for it, and his teammates were constantly feeding hits to the other team. Or it would feed him like errors in. Hurting his stats. No one loves someone who actually plays well. Wait, why am I still in love? Wait a minute, hold on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was only good when I was 12. As soon as the 90-foot base and 60-foot mount became the norm for me, it was over. I was too small. The world is just not built for Lilos. Also, then, like, in youth sports, you do get into, like, the growth hormone kids. I remember there was a guy when I was... There's, like, in every Little League has, like, that one kid who's, like, 11, but they're, like, 6 foot. And every at-bat turns them, like, basically hitting the back fence, like, with their hit. And you're like, dude, you gotta calm down. What are you feeding this kid? Ah, not touch. Sorry, Kev. Take that one. Hit my growth spurt so late? Yeah. I hit him early and then I completely stopped after like 8th grade. Luckily I'm 6'10" though, so. I mean, I know there's like a freshman quarterback that has been getting a bunch of hype on Twitter because he's been showing like these insane tight spirals. But everyone's like, yo, Loki's 6'4" and he's a freshman. Like, if he keeps growing, he's going to outgrow QB height. And I thought about that. I'm like, that's a really good point. Like, you never see a quarterback who's like 6'8", you know? Like, at a certain point, it's good to be tall, but like the moment you get to like high 6 foot, you're like probably in the wrong sport. You're like, sorry, you're just too tall and lanky. Oh, my God. My bad. Not gonna lie, that guy just taped down boost. I didn't expect him to just chase that hard. Freak of nature. Some people are just built like that. Their genetics are just like a lottery. All right. Donk. Moon's Wrath, how you doing? Is the moon wrathful? Your settings are so good. Okay, if you like it, go for it. I actually haven't played on my camera settings in a bit. I've been on speeds. Let me change that again. What do I have set again? 250. Height 90. Angle -3. Stiffness 0.4. I was really that low? All right, well. I was definitely not on 1.7. I feel like I was always higher, but I'll put it in the middle, whatever. Now watch me fall apart and Speed's gonna come in like, well, well, well. Yeah, not playing as well, are we? My height is a little bit lower now that I think about it, but I don't know, that's how I like it. Sorry, Kevy. Wait. Yeah, I don't know about that, bud. You're watching Civ 6 action, as in Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Jump in and say hi. Oh, Civ World. Wait, there's a Civ World Cup? How does that even work? Do they just get the same scenario and whoever can, like, win fastest? Are they playing on, like, fast forward or something? My Civ games always take forever. Oh, actually, no, Civ 6 technically is kind of like a faster Civ, as I remember. Civ 6 was interesting. The problem is it was classic Civ that I looked up reviews and people are like, why is it so buggy? And I'm like, yeah, that's a shame. I was gonna be like, I'll buy it once they patch it, but then they just never did, question mark? Unfortunately, they peaked, I think, with Civ 5, and then ever since then, they're trying to, like, recapture that. I overflew the ball, dude. Cringe. Okay, Kev, that's fine. Give it away. Dude. Sorry, Kevin. I was not ready for Kevin to just not... Kevin's like really doubting himself. He was playing so well yesterday, or last game. He just gotta go. Like, he was fine on that one chow, and then he like doubted, and then he doubted again, and then he doubted a third time, and I'm like, buddy, if you just went the first time, it would have been fine. All right, there we go. I've always felt games have been lacking in RTS strategy competitive space. Well, I just feel like it's long. It's also, is it like a race then? I can't imagine how else you would be. I think it'd be kind of fun if they gave it like a, you know, random Civ, random like other settings and whatever, and then you had to basically like race to see who could play it better. I think that would be a fun Civ comp. That's the only way I could think of making it into esport. Is this like a content creator thing, or is this like a thing that 2K has actually put together? I was just so long. I'm sorry. That was completely wrong, tiring me on that one. My depth was cucked. I was like, Kevin's up for that, so he'll get that next touch. I did not realize he was flying by it. All right, that's one back. Woo! You aerial? I would hope so, dude. This is GC2. And we can flip reset. We haven't scored one today, but that is something we are capable of. I don't know, man. Spanishes in 2026, bro. No. Oh. If I had a bit more boost. Teammate. Sad. That's fine. Hit that hard, Kevin. Not like that. Oh my gosh. Hand it off. Pinch. Aw, rigged. Okay, I was trying to keep it close to the wall, not quite like that. That's fine. Kevin, do not go. Thank you. Kevin? Kevin? I got it. That's fine. I'm not gonna chow that. All right, we're gonna play for some possession. That's not the corner double I wanted. Great. Kevin, do not chow. Thank you. Don't like that cut necessarily, but okay. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's actually a very good 50. Kevin, just don't lose that 50. We're good. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. No, I rigged! Whoa. Not gonna lie, finger slipped off the left stick on that one. Was scoreable maybe if I took a slightly different position on that. Just gonna lightly tap that. Kev can therefore grab some pads. He can chow if he wants. No problem if he doesn't though. Okay, a little bit of bump. First guy needs to get that read. He does. Kev, nice lob. Play for the double, that's fine. I'm not gonna go on that. That's really confusing for them. This should be game. There you go. Like I said, chat, I know my abilities. Well done, Kev. That's a slider right there. Just slaughter. Oh, this stuff is great freestyle. It's probably less effective than you think. I mean, it's good to know, like, over time. It helps you have fun. But yeah, that's... We had Devin in chat earlier asking me, like, hey, would you ever want to make videos on, like, skill improvement and whatever? And I'm like, honestly, the biggest skill improvement I can give people is what I keep advising you guys in chat. Like, if you're genuinely trying to get better, you need to drill the basics over and over and over and over and over, because people think getting good is being able to pull off mechanics, when in reality, if you can aerial really consistently and hit the ball like in the direction you're actually intending most of the time, it sounds like I'm really like, man, really low in the bar or whatever, but like that's what makes you rank up. Like the best plats are the ones who just miss the fewest aerials. The best champs are the ones who can actually play fast and make mostly the correct decision most of the time, you know? Like, all these players who think the key is to, oh, I can reset though, that means I'm good. No, it means you're gonna be able to hit the occasional interesting shot, but like 90% of the time you're just gonna be flailing because you didn't work on your fundamental, you know, air dribble. You didn't work on your takeoff. You didn't work on your aerial control. Because it's like, oh, that's too boring. It's like, well, yeah, but that's how you get better. Flick. 50, that's fine. I want to slow that down. It's a diabolical bounce, I'm not gonna lie. I love that boost. Steal. Waterfall. No! Bounced out, rigged. I'm gonna let teammate chase that. Nice steal. I'm gonna take a risk on that. Oh, smart, hit around me. All right, let's get back, because I want to help teammate as fast as possible. I can help that bounce. We're gonna tap that. Oh, wow, he really backed off. I thought he was gonna think it like, ah, he overtouched it. He'll never see me coming. Little bonk. Little bonk. Wait, he recovered? Teammate what? I think teammate was a little surprised by that. He's gonna catch and flick. That's fine. Nice, you wanna get that? Nice, well done. 100 miles where I'm at, stop hitting the ball away, just jump from diamond champ. No, 100%, that's I think in my champ, I don't remember if it's diamond tips or champ tips command. I think that's what I normally suggest is like, once you get around diamond, you can kind of still bang ball or whatever, but once you get to champ, like if you are hitting the ball away as hard as possible every single time, you're wrecking your skill development. Because you're not actually able to give yourself options, you're just chasing. But half of that is just breaking habits, because what works in plat will not get you through diamond. What works in diamond will not get you through champ, you know? the AoE Red Bull Wololo was super hype. Red Bull is just embezzling money through drinks to therefore pay for extreme sports events. That's all they're doing. People are like, that's their marketing. I'm like, no, I think it's just Red Bull. Red Bull execs have the most boring, low-key, whisper talk commercials ever for their drinks, and then meanwhile all their other marketing is like, hey, we're gonna light this man on fire and then catapult him over the Grand Canyon. You're just like, hell yeah. Oh, that's a shame. And chicken wings, that's you. Practicing is boring, we gotta do it, which is why you see all these ads pretty early. You don't need to practice, spend 10 minutes a day on your expensive garbage, you become an expert. It really bothers me. Oh, I mean, yeah, how many times have you been doing like your scales or whatever, you know? Like, and just practicing like the boring like finger dexterity. When in reality, it's like, when you talk about all these musicians, it's like they didn't get good because they weren't building their, you know, finger dexterity and coordination. That's the thing, is like most marketing for like tools that you use in, especially in the arts, is built around the idea of like, hey, you want to skip all the hard work? It's like, well, the hard work is something inevitably you have to go through. I think that's why people have a moral outrage towards things like Ozempic, because sometimes people don't exercise or diet because they want to be healthier, they just want to look better, and so therefore like Ozempic almost feels like you're allowed to skip the hard part, you know what I mean? I think that's low-key why people have such a vitriolic response to it, because it does feel like it violates those assumptions of like, finally there's something that actively just skips the line. Like, you don't have to calorie count as much, you don't have to hit the gym constantly, you can just take this drug, and a lot of that dieting and all that coordination goes away. Nice, man. Holy snooze fest, little bro, do a psycho. Sorry, I'll do a psycho next one. They blew the F1 budget by like $5 million and said they spent it on chicken wings. Hell yeah. I wonder if that ties together. Do you guys remember there was a chicken wing heist? Some person made away with like $1 million in chicken wings. I thought it was kind of funny until I learned they took it from a school. Those poor kids never got their chicken wings. Oh, I think he still has flip. God damn it, dude. I was like, he's probably gonna flick it high, but he might just try to throw it low, and that's exactly what he did. I'm such an idiot. Literally right as he dropped it, I was like, I should be playing the back post, and I was too scared of being faked. Too scared of being putting on a poster. I didn't bump him? Sorry, teammate, for your faith. That's a launch. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. That was like a Dominus flick. I always forget Lil Bro gets automodded. Wait, Lil Bro gets automodded? Oh, wait, it does, because there was the kid who only said that. And I told him stop being a gimmick, and he was like, whatever, Lil Bro. And eventually I was like, all right, we're gonna mod that. That's funny, I can take that off. Yeah, there was a kid that came in here who's only saying that. Like, it was the only thing he was typing the entire time. It was that and something else, but I can't remember what he switched to. Either way, I can take that off Nightbot. That's funny. Would be peak comedy if that kid was completely silent the whole time, and then randomly, like, I take it off of Twitch, and then he's just like, I'm back, Lil Bro. And you're like, God damn it, dude. Oh. Yike. I tried to alt tab too quick and didn't have my finger on the controller. Yeah, halfway through that, I'm like, I'm gonna have to hit that to the wall, but I can at least hit it like weak. Nice goal. I was like, wow, how deeply did they dig? Actually, I don't know why Lil Bro is. It's not on my banned ones. Interesting. It's not on my blacklist on Nightbot, so yeah, I'm not really sure what bot is auto-modding that. Holy ghost touch. That was a really rough setup, but the first touch was not what I was imagining. Huh? Wait, hold on. He was still turning, I thought. Thought I could have it all, I'm not gonna lie, chat. I wanted that boost. Fake? Oh, he actually just did not care. I'm huge, though. Wait, hold on. What happened here? Being auto-mod Twitch side, not Nightbot? Oh. Do I have a Twitch auto-mod thing? It works on Prime Video? There's a chat on Prime Video? It's kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. This law guy's getting hung out to dry. Well, it's definitely a ban Twitch wide. There's probably just some weird moderation setting deep in Twitch that I haven't turned on. All right. Oh. Oh, that would have been a legendary own goal, dude. Oh. Guy would have pounded that in at like 900 miles an hour into his own net. Oh. Not gonna lie, I wanted the boost too. They had rights to Thursday Night Football. And then, I could have sworn it was Tuesday night, and then everyone's like, no. And I'm like, I think it was Tuesday night. I think the whole point of it is that it was not trying to take over something that wasn't taken, right? It was a concert show thing. Concert show. As opposed to a show concert. All right, let's check out this Twitch moderation thing on the back end. Moderation settings. I don't know, bro. Oh. Tried to alt tab in time. Well, it's fine. Not really sure why I thought that guy wasn't going to turn on that. Luckily, they don't score that. Nice. Sure. I could have done something like that, but I figured a pass would have been better. Nice. I didn't want to take a first touch and then like realize I had like I have 30 boost remaining, and then I'm like, I can't really do as much with this as I wanted to. It's fine. Alori, thank you for the 2, finally getting us over the 10. Let's go, Pog.
Hope all is well.
I've been all right, Lori. Fortunately unemployed, so trying to fight against that mighty wave. No. But we can use this small play break. Put us up to 15. It's not an aerial. I mean, it was the best. Again, this is what I talk about with GC2. Past couple games, you're getting pretty solid teammates, and suddenly you get someone who, like, will be fine. I mean, he's not playing bad. He just, like, occasionally you'll have an aerial. They're like, oh. Okay, well, I'm just fast, so. I mean, I'm sure Amazon also is pretty judicious about how they're actually, or who they're platforming and whatnot. What gets put on their channel. Since they can basically front page it and guarantee some semblance of viewership. Sure. I stunned. Halfway through that, I realized he was turning around. I thought he was going to go to the corner. Dude, this guy is actually eyes in the back of his head. What the frick? Okay. Take off ceiling. Cringe. Damn them for being in a party and calming. Oh, hello. Hello. The odds of that coming directly back to me, dude. Nice. Whew. What is a philosopher mom? Surely a prophet in the dental hygienist space. Wrong, musician. I think Sheep is probably right. You guys have never walked into your dentist worshiping Philostrodamus? That's why I never see a Christian dentist, because they're all worshiping Philostrodamus. All right, that's a read. We'll take it. Hello, Irfan Rants. Do you have my friend add me? Do you have my friend add me alignment? I'm good. All right, same guys, different teammate. We have Jack, but not apparently Jack. No ceiling, interesting. I would have bet actual dollar dues that Jack would have dusted him to this. What happened here? You just didn't. He drove to the corner first. I think he was actually just completely ignoring the play and just was like, I'm just gonna go boost. And then as he spawned, he realized, wait, because he started like steering a little bit to the side and then went immediately. And it's like, if he just went immediately, it would have been fine. Hi, Dave. Dentistry was a genre of music. What genre would it be? Drill. There's an AJR song that's really nice, but I can't unhear that one of the bits of music, like the random samples they use, is like a dentist drill. It's like a really high pitch, like, and I can't unhear it, and it's pretty bad. Cool. Halfway through that, I realized that was not going to produce anything interesting. I was going to try to bounce it kind of near post and follow it, but I'm like, that's not going to do anything. I'm not going to lie, I thought he was winning into the side. I was like, oh, okay, I'll take the handoff. Love the idea there, Jack, though. These people actually went. That should be open. Not important. Jack, buddy, you're really needing to look up angles here. I don't know why you're trying to hard win that when it's very clearly a 50. What is this? You really thought you were going to win that? You thought that guy above you on the wall was going to get beat by a ball going high? My friend always said, in response to that question by Lilo, that EDM sounds like what would happen if, like, when you were, like, an IT guy, you were actively fighting the computer. My sister never liked it, dubstep, for example, because she was always like, it sounds like what a panic attack feels like. And I'm like, honestly, now that I've grown up and had a panic attack, I kind of feel it. It is very jarring. Wow, Jack is heavy. Well, all win streaks have to come to an end eventually. Ah, yes. Only one guy posts up on the wall to block it. Let's throw it right back at him. That's fine, Jack. Pretty easy save, right? This guy is boosted half. Why just jump normal and hit it any other direction and that's a save? It hit it directly up and that's enough time for me to get back. You can't spike it straight down and expect that to be clear. Oh my. EDM equals electronic dental music. Can you add? Efron, I do not add. I'm gonna ask you to stop asking, and if you don't, then I'm just going to catapult you into another stream. Have you ever understood people who come into a stream desperate to make friends and then they're just like, hey, add me. And I'm like, no. And then they're like, okay, well, ugh. Efron doesn't do that yet. I'm not saying he's doing that, or Efron. But like, the amount of people who do that and they get all angry. And I'm like, dude, there's no wonder you can't make friends, dude. You don't walk up to a stranger and be like, let's hang out. And they're like, I don't know you. And they're like, dick, okay. I don't want to hang out with you anyway. And it's like, yeah, take a deep breath, man. Oh no, we have Jack again. Should have Q dodged. All right, no problem. Nice. Jack, this guy has it on the ground, and you. When was the chow here? Why'd you hit the brakes? Fun fact, chat, if you are ever shadow defending and you hit the brakes to come perfectly still, you have fucked up. You have immediately ruined yourself. That was very delayed, very easy goal from him. That immediate lob up again, I was like, it's fine. But I was hoping Stell would be slightly farther away. All right, not a fan of Jack. I'm gonna start playing like a babysitter for this game. I'm just gonna play a little bit more defensive. He doesn't seem bad mechanically. He's just kind of making decisions that make me want to sob. Goal? Oh, never mind. Okay. Wait, what? Dude. Oh, the dunks! Stop trying to beat a guy. He's pre-jumping you. You cannot flick that around him. Just, if this guy's going high and he's committed to the high, just fake it low. Take a 50. What are we doing? Oh. Jack, holy fuck, dude. Get off the game. I know I don't do a good kickoff here, but why are you trying to beat him to this? You went to the corner on a ball you're gonna lose. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Oh my god, we're gonna Q dodge that. If I get Jack, I might actually just end stream again. I'm on a win streak. I'm not gonna lose 3 straight games with that, man. That's crazy. Ugh. Can I cast one of your streams? What does that even mean? Every single second of uptime, yep. I'm just gonna leave my stream running after I end for a couple more hours so we can do that as well. Oh my god. Jack for a 3rd time even after trying to Q dodge. This is hell. I'm sorry, this is actual hell. Nice little touch. Okay. Just gotta play support. All right. I just can't leave him alone on defense. I think that's the only thing. I think he's capable enough on getting a counterattack. I just really cannot allow him to touch the ball on defense. Stop bumping me. Oh, what the? I didn't mean to double jump there. You're gonna get absolutely torched over top. Please get that read. Thank you. Whew. Okay. You got there a little bit. Jack carry. Wide open net and I bumped the guy and you're like, ugh. That unironically is how some chatters try to rage bait streamers, and it's so funny when they're like, wow, your teammate, you're like, you'll serve your teammate 3 of the widest, most open nets of all time, and they'll be like, wow, looks like you're getting carried on the scoreboard. And I'm like, yeah, it looks like that, except the fact that these guys are not scoring me. All right, well, Diego has his daily rage quit. All right, Jack, we did it! I don't know. I get kind of mad on, well, not kind of. I get mad on rank 2, but I can't imagine rage quitting when you're down by 2. That guy wasn't even like playing horribly. Just Diego is just someone who's consistent. I will say Diego, I think, is probably, I'm gonna assume, like a 13 or 14-year-old, and he just has rage issues. Because whenever I play him, he's like a very solid player, but he's always the exact same MMR whenever I play him. He's always like somewhere between 1670 and 1710 or something. Which, like, yeah, I play a lot of 2s too. It can be frustrating, but like, you're not gonna try a little bit on that one? It wasn't even like those goals were like horrible. He just dove in on something that didn't work. Like, everyone has had that moment. Or it's like it's a game where, oh, my bad. All right, I need to dry off my hands. One thing I was talking about you guys the other day is I'm using this like new moisturizer that's actually been helping my skin a lot. The problem is it is so slippery. So like after I put it on, my hands for the next like 3 hours are like 10% more like lotiony than normal. And it does bother me. Oh wait, that was a forfeit from Diego, not an abandon. Dude, I always miss that like soft touch. I don't know how players do it. That's insanely good pass, my bad teammate. Oh, low boost dish, chat. Love it. That's the quadruple tap for those paying attention. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, triple tap, never mind. Dog is getting slippery. I mean, that's the promise I made to all my viewers. If we hit 100K, I have to do a lubed up stream. That was overtly risky for no reason. Sorry. Oh, good adaptation. And the double. Oh my god, meta! Oh my god! Bro, he bailed on that and then still was able to get on that. Well done. The only downside, I don't really like meta though, because unfortunately they let off 10% of their workforce the other day. After all, this is the official Steam account of Meta. Oh. Can you talk about Ball State and Phoebes? Absolutely. How you doing, Graham? Ah! Okay, doing well. Insane run by the Cardinals. Actual miracle run. I mean, I wouldn't say miracle, but again, Oath and Guh have an insanely high amount compared to a lot of other programs. They have a very high amount of experience playing on LAN. So, and I think that goes together with like, you know, locking in under pressure, but also to a certain extent, being able to play well in weird hours where it's like you have to wake up at 9 a.m. and play, where 90% of Rocket League players do not play until the evening or like in the early AMs, you know? That's honestly something I've always struggled with, is when I was in grad school and I was staying up late streaming and whatever, I would try to play a tournament for CRL qualifier at like 9 a.m. and it would take me legitimately like 2.5 hours to actually feel normal again. Oops, it's not a wave dash. What a rush by him for no reason. Did he just full trust on that? I was gonna fake low, but then I was like, he's gonna probably bite on that, so I'm gonna go. Did he just full? Yeah, he just full sent it. Okay, well, that's cringe. Anyway, I'm not paying attention, I guess, to these guys. Uh-oh. We're both crumbling meta. So would you say there is a high level value to playing LAN where things are uncomfortable and being able to easily adjust to it? Yeah. Like a lot of times when you have players playing on LAN, they're just better at handling that, because the thing is, you have to think about it. Like anyone who's ever played at a different setup knows, like it can be weird because you're playing on a different monitor with a different frame rate, you're playing in a different temperature, you're playing in a different chair, like all these tiny things, like how close you can be to the monitor, how high your chair can go, how low your chair can go, like the length of the cord that you have access to be able to play like and hold your controller, like all these tiny things like throw you a little bit off. So when players show that they're like highly capable of being able to play in whatever environment, I think that's a good thing. But also Ga and Oath have already played in a lot of like high level events on LAN. So I feel like they're very well adapted to that. Whereas like a lot of the other players, they have high level experience in like RLCS and whatever, but like occasionally on LAN, like that doesn't always click in. And when it comes to Ball State, Ga and Oath have like insane amount of chemistry. So Phoebes is definitely has a slightly easier job because of that. But the reason I wanted to pay attention to just like how good he was, and I made a tweet about him, was because like I've watched a lot of CRL in like 4 or 5 years. A lot of players who come into that situation where they have a very good team and they're slotting as third, especially as a freshman, they struggle. Like they don't 100% know how to fit into the rotation. They're kind of like finding their own identity of like, what am I on this team, etc., whatever. And they middle. Like it's fine, but it's not good. It just doesn't work out. But he's been like seamless. Like when I watch them play, I see like a little bit of an uptick in pace. It's just really fun to watch. The fact that they're playing Fisher, which is an absurdly talented team, and WVU is, you know, straight up hasn't lost in like the past month of CRL. Like it's pretty impressive. God, these words seem magical. Oh yeah. CRL is only growing. They just announced a 10K prize pool, Shopify and Chalkcast. Problem is it's with a sponsor that only has certain select partner universities, so you have these awkward things of like the team selection is like really all over the place. It's like 5 very good teams and then a bunch of randoms, so that's a little rough, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Not a lot of funding in esports in general, especially collegiate, so we'll take a tournament. Hopefully it's something they can build off of and get more inclusive of with the teams. Oh my god, I almost read that. That was crazy. That was trying to be a cheeky little pass. Almost worked. Oh my god, I thought he would dive across. Good pitch ban. Might be in? Ooh, no. Hold on, Graham. I'll read that in a sec. I'm very interested in these conversations. He's about to peek on me? Just kidding. Just gonna dodge this demo. 250, it's fine. I'm not gonna lie, I thought my depth perception was cucked. I thought he was like way closer to the corner on this. I'm like, he's not gonna be able to score that. He's gonna like near post and out. I was just blanked. My brain was off on that one. I didn't want to like dive in and then get flicked over into an open net. And then, well, you know, I didn't dive and then I got flicked over into it. Oh, okay, I was about to say, I'm like, I definitely got a deflection. No way that's on target. Okay, just trying to slow things down. Might have to come on this. Just kidding. If I went earlier, god damn it, dude, I need to stop doing that. That just felt like a ball that Diego would have been like, oh, breakaway, and then tried to make a clip on or something, and I'm just like, I could have taken that off him. Trying to get around him, Sag. Good, Diego, you beat him there? Barely miss. Hold on, I will read that probably after next hole. It's gonna be this pretty close game. What? Nice, Diego. Hold on. Okay. Hello, Moss. I have a question for you. Mizzou has been hosting invitations for 1.5 years now and don't offer anything for Rocket League because of Epic's rules around charging for events. What would be a potential solution for us to offer our and still be able to cover our overhead? You don't charge for opening. That's it. There's not really another way. If you're charging in any way, if payment isn't contingent on playing in the event itself, it is not allowed. The only reason leagues are able to do it, because technically you're paying for like registration for your university to be a registered team. It's like a legalese thing, I think, that some leagues get away with. But yeah, you're not allowed to charge for entrance, and it's not like an FGC thing. But I don't think you're able to get around that. I don't really know the loopholes, or there are many. Alright, well done, Diego. That's worth the first touch. No! Tried to scoop that back post. Dude, that was such an easy goal, too. Cringe. There's no way they're letting him. I was about to say, I'm like, there's no way you're letting him chase that all the way down. I have missed that side boost 6 times this game. I am cursed. Someone's installing a mod that's like a magnetism thing. It's repelling me, I swear. That's insane. Okay, well. What are you doing? I heard that. Kitty knocked something over and acting like she didn't. Yeah, Lilo's also right. You can't charge potential. Well, I think if they have multiple teams competing, you might be able to get away with that, but PB charges like a venue fee, but entry their event qualifier is free. Yeah, I mean, you could maybe get away with that if you had like a invitational badge fee or something, where like signing up for the qualifier is free and playing in the bracket is free, but you have to pay to like get into the venue, maybe. Because I think technically it's trying to prevent that rules. The rule is less about less the event people making money and more about like you can't charge people to enter to put it into a prize pool or something. Wow, that was quick. Koizin said, "End my life" in the quick chat when he got his teammate. I saw him pre-jump. I was trying to just hit past him. It was a rough little touch. That was bold. Okay. Nice. Close one. All right. A little rough on these cuts for me, I'm not gonna lie. What? Rigged. I kind of want Koizen to lose this game off of his own mistake because he started this game with End My Life, and I think it's objectively funnier when someone gets in a game with like, oh, this teammate sucks, and then you're the one that like throws. Feels like cars don't hit as hard as they used to. I don't know what you mean by that. You went for a demo on that? Teammate, I just took a 50. I can't touch it again. Oh. I don't even know that was a fake. I think he just didn't land his wave dash. You're backwards! Oh my god. Terrified me, K1. It's just such a awkward. Okay, when you're gonna get bumped, you need to take a shadow angle, and that's why you take an angle when you shadow, chat, so you're not a dumbass. I'm for it. Hi, Rachel, slash whatever 10-year-old is on their mom's account. This is GC2. Who's putting off fireworks right now? Oh, I saw a demo. I was like, oh, okay, he can bump him. I'm literally playing entirely off my teammate hitting a demo. I need to just shoot the ball, assuming he's not going to get it. That's third time I felt like he had it. Oh. That's fine. That's not fine. Okay. Hit a plan B and I'll sub, or you can just sub if you like the stream, otherwise I have no interest in your sub anyway. Hit that in. Nice. I've had the ball in front of my car. It goes. Don't hit as hard as they used to. I'm a user Fennec Field challenge. They changed hitboxes. They did not, but it might just be a. It might just be a placebo in your brain. Just not a fan of like your contact. I feel like I've also dealt with players like yourself that have like said that before, but usually it's because they're changing how they're hitting it and they're like not hitting it with the actual ridge of the ball. In a world where K1 hits open nets. Cringe! Oh well. Won't eventually. I accidentally bracket rivalry and it alt-tabbed me. Actually insane how popular the EU content scene is. The fact that they're doing the bracket rivalry, which is basically just a creator popularity contest, and there's not a single NA creator like even close to getting into top 4 is wild. It's like entirely EU and Sam or Mina. Larry, I do not play with anybody I don't know. I don't know why people ask streamers to play with them when they could just go to ranked, find a dude they play well with, and say, hey, do you want to play? And then friend request them. That's how I met every single person I played with. Hello? Just gonna put Larry in timeout a little bit, spam the chat a bit. Think collegiate, genuine question, not with my unpolished now. I think worth collegiate RL, you're back and forth. I think you could definitely play in collegiate. I mean, it's in terms of like top level collegiate, it's basically like at this point, if you want to be in CRL proper, you normally basically have to be like a rank A average. Like you have to be a very good team. But I definitely think there's like room for you to be on a team. There's definitely squads that offer like scholarship that you could look into. I want to get my degree. We can't really justify going and tanking the cost. CRL to moderately high level sounds like a blast. I mean, yeah, it's there's a lot of fun to be had in like intermediate leagues, NECC Div 2 or whatever, like all that. I think that's all very accessible to people. And there's a lot of leagues, so you'll have a lot of games to play too. Like back in the day, people used to be like, oh, just CRL and just NACE, just whatever. Like there's like a trillion different collegiate leagues now. Some schools even do CCS as well, which is like a very fun environment that everyone loves. So CCS is probably the closest to like trying to treat esports kind of like trad sports, bringing in a lot of like production and graphic design stuff that's like similar to that. Okay. Who is lighting off fireworks right now? Is it a holiday? Am I high? There's so many fireworks going on. What is happening, dude? I can tell people are rubbernecking the fireworks though, because there's a bunch of brakes getting hit outside. Once in a while, I'm just like, and like someone's like, ooh, and then immediately nearly rams into someone. Speaking of ram, there was a delay on the broadcast. NACE had their national championship today. It was a LAN in Orlando, and it was really funny because they had a tech pause and they had the casters vamping. But the thing is, they had like this 15-second audio loop that was meant to just like play for only like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, while their casters are talking between games, and then it would go right back to the game. But what was funny about it, was that Simmons would be better if he hit it anywhere other than the middle. I don't really know why this is. I don't know. He overpursued a little bit. Weak touch by Poison. But yeah, they were like vamping for like 3 minutes straight. But the thing, it was like this like grungy like down, and someone was just like, man, this sounds like a Duluth Jeans commercial. And the longer I listened, I was like, this is like a Ford Tough. Yeah, is this broadcast Ford Tough? Or is it like advertising a Dodge Ram or whatever? It was just kind of goofy. Man, Salmons, I need you to uninstall. I'm sorry. This is just like a crazy amount of goals that we're giving up off of like 50s we don't need to take. Like, you are closer to the ball than your teammate or than the opponent. You do not need to dive into that with a flip. You do not need to roll it right down the middle. You can just take it. And it'd be perfectly acceptable. Get 100 boost, okay. Surely, right? Ah! Surely. Almost another Salmon's masterclass and putting the ball right down the middle. I don't know why Koizen went for the in and out there. I could have gone for that. Poison actual and psycho time. Not a huge fan of you going for these mechanical plays. You have not pulled them off. So let's hoping that mid boost would spawn. That's fine. I hate that you jump for that. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're fine. 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 You want me to take that? That's fine. You do not need a lot of boost here. Thank you. You didn't have boost yet? I left the corner? What? That was actually a really risky play. Good recovery by them. I'm going to trust him to not get balled on.
60 seconds left on the clock.
Oof. Not going to lie, I was pretty lucky. I was unready. Hi, Kyle from YouTube and also Twitch. I've been considering giving it a last try and going 100% and keeping possible collegiate ideas is a bad idea. I mean, yeah, there's some colleges even with rolling admission. I know some players are looking for some stuff. I think if you just grind for a bit and then really try to get back into an A game and do some tryouts or something. Because I think that's how some collegiate programs do some tryouts. They have like open six-mans that they kind of like practice with. Alright, launch that. Oh wow, he got that off the spawn. Cringe. Not both of them going to the corner. Oh no. I definitely think you'd be a highly capable player on a CRL squad. It's just about finding, I think, a right fit or like a team that would have a room for you. Best way to keep tabs on that? Honestly, just like Google, like scholarship in Rocket League or something every once in a while on YouTube. Or, I'm sorry, on Twitter. Just search, I don't know why I said Google and that. Okay, forget everything. Go to Twitter, search up Rocket League and scholarship, and occasionally people will tweet out blah, 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 blah. I've been also meaning to like make a tweet that'd be like, yo, if you guys have a CRL program and you're looking for people for the new year, you know, whatever, like comment under this just so I can get a thread. Because there's so many different like things like there's play versus recruit, which I guess you can check out as well, and whatnot. But basically it's like there's so many different attempts to make like a hub for recruitment, but programs, I'm not gonna lie, are not great at advertising this stuff. Turn? Turn? Not like that. Oh, not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna be interrupted there. I would say go to playverse.com/recruit. That's like a good, actually I don't know if that's the exact web page. I think it might be for high schoolers, but I don't see why it wouldn't be for literally anyone trying to get recruited for CRL. It's a pretty new website, but I was doing so many ad reads for it earlier this week. It was kind of funny though, because I was casting players who were definitely not like CRL level or like SSL level even, but it was funny because you were watching them and they were just like, what if you go to college for a gaming scholarship and blah blah, and I'm like, these people are definitely not getting those scholarships, but whatever, you know, maybe you can find a small enough school that wants to recruit a GC1 or whatever. Yank. Everything's are better. Yeah, EAC officially now April 28th, I think is what they said. Should be a very interesting first day back. Gonna be a lot of doomer stuff when people don't understand that EAC is an insta-fix and it's a wave-based ban mechanism, so. Dude, that was a perfect setup for an interesting shot, and then I just didn't take it. Ah, I figured he might be able to get there. Ah, such a good flick. I thought he was honestly going to try to 45 or do something interesting with that. Never tested my bots. I mean, I think everyone kind of understands that MMR means nothing because bots, like the moment you get to GC3, you're just playing bots like 60% of games. So it's kind of like, it's also been tough because for seeding for CRL, I've been working off of like a sheet that like shows, they do like a rank pull right before seeding to show like, this is where they're at in 2s and 3s. And like no one is at a good MMR and it's really sad. There's like the occasional person who's like 1800, 2K or whatever, but it's like, those are very rare. Almost everyone's at like 1700 because they're just not playing ranked anymore. I should have shot that. All right, flat tired him a little bit there. Bonk him. Awesome. Huh? Holy low boost, dude. I'm curious actually where I can get back up to without bots and ranked and without DDoSers, because like actually I'm pretty low, but then I've been thinking about like honestly like that's mainly just because everyone gets shunted down. So like all the players you're playing against are like the players who can't beat the bots. So you're just getting constantly back down and down and down. I think that's honestly what has kind of added to the yikes in lower ranks, because it's all the players that like would be playing at like 18, 1900 are like being shoved down to 17, and it shoves all those players that should probably be higher down into 16s, and then you have this massive gap of skill that's like very yikes. Like occasionally, like I think we've all been through those ranks or lobbies, at least if you're a grand champ, where like you're playing against a dude who very clearly is playing in GC1 for the very first time, and then you're playing against a guy with a triple reset, and you're looking to his tracker, and his like peak is at 2200, and you're like, what are you doing down here? Like, you know, it's just like, how is this possibly a thing that I have to contend with? I think it's the first time we played this map all day. Dirty White Cloud was kind of cooking the other day when we were playing against him, so hopefully similar to this game. Couldn't get that flick away. Sick. Love that. Huge fan. Did I have time to get this, or was I about to get demoed? That's low-key a tight one. I could have taken slightly a half step and then gotten a flick high. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Half the reason I aerialed for that guy was their username is learning to pop reset, and then they had a perfect air dribble to then, you know, try and pop reset, and then they didn't reset at all. And I was like, oh, well, my yeah, bad. Dude, what a heavy touch, dude. How the game's been? Been okay, and then we lost some hilarious ones. It's mostly just running into duos that are pretty good, and then it's been pretty bad. So yeah, now I'm trying to rank back up, but now we're actually playing decent players, so. Every once in a while we'll get a very obvious boosted player, and it does make me cringe a bit. That GC2 is still like that. T-Carl, are you excited that EAC has finally been announced? April 28th, I believe? Wait, what the heck? How high did you hit that? Sure. Hopefully it does something. I think everyone needs to be patient. I think first day it will actually help a little bit, but there will be some that get through. But the thing is, what EAC is good at is keeping like a jail of detected botters and probably more suspected botters. And after a while, I think it'll be very good at like picking people up very quickly. Because if accounts keep getting banned uber fast, it's going to reduce the motivation to actually try to keep making them. Because yeah, you can just create a new account, but like if it's going to keep getting detected faster and faster, these modders are going to have to be working overtime to like do anything. And ultimately, like that's just not going to be worth if they're getting banned after like 4 games because the bot detection kicks in. I kind of like this. There's a solution I know some Bacchus modder put in place that was kind of interesting. It was like it pre-game it checks the account for like suspicious behavior or like certain detection, and then based on that, it like allows the game to just be canceled before it even begins. So it allows basically any game with a botter will just immediately take away. I think that'd be an interesting like temporary band-aid fix where like if a botter tries to queue, it'll just stall out the game and won't allow the game to actually start. Taco, what'd you see? We're playing playoffs in Texas. All right, that's a point. Oh. Ah. Yeah, it's funny how CECC managed to do that every year. They always schedule it on RLCS or something. Granted, they've always done it first week of May, so it's kind of on CRL being a dick because it's like low-key CECC has kind of reserved that one, but every event fundamentally will run into some aspect of the NA RL ecosystem. So you get that boost. Or not. Oh. I'll leave that for you. Or not. Show me your rarest item. I don't think I have a rarest item off the top of my head, I'm not gonna lie. I also don't know values of stuff. My tag is the most rare thing that I have. Considering only like 10 people have it. What a save, dude. Crazy. Nice, dirty. That was such an angle and a half. That was not likely, but I was like, I'll try it. Minute remaining. Oh! Getting beaten by GC1 mechanics. Anyway, GG's. No black market. I mean, we have black market items. It's just I don't know what would even be interesting in that regard. Like, I don't know. We just have a bunch of stuff. I don't know, I've been playing long now, but basically I have everything. I'm watching and once he speaks, I'm downloading 6 Lego games simultaneously. It seems like way too many Lego games at once. Is there a Lego game sale? Oof, Wade. If only you were big Wade. 7 Lego games. I just kind of lost interest in Lego games. I thought nostalgia would hit when I played them again, and it just simply didn't, so I'm good. Big Sag. I think I get into games of the challenge, and those games just ultimately aren't that challenging. Shockingly. I mean, they're endearing and they're cute and whatnot, but I don't know. Uh-oh, Wade, that's objectively the wrong position. Alright guys, we might be done soon. I'm running into people who do not use their brain. Last game was fine. That was just the other team playing well, but I don't know how I'm possibly like high 16s. I'm still running into people who are not sure how to take a 50. Oh, interesting. I thought he was going to cut hard. Good fake by him. They're playing with your dad? Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, honestly, that's like, there is also a category of games where like, what's like a fun game to play with people who don't game? I used to have that issue a lot with like people I date, where like they want to play a video game, but they're not like good enough with like high skill ceiling or floor games. Because if you're trying to like show like someone who doesn't play games like COD or something or Rocket League, it's gonna be kind of hard for them to get into that and at least feel like they're improving. Whereas if you play like literally anything on like the Switch or whatever, Nintendo honestly was like the platform that I used specifically just because it was very easy to like play any game on that with anyone. Alright guys, we might be coming to the end of the stream because I am strongly feeling the desire to slit my throat, so I don't really want to keep playing in games where every counterattack is immediately in, every single attack is not followed because we're not rotating. So I'm like, the moment I'm kind of playing and I'm just kind of like waiting for the end of the game, I'm not really in the mood to keep playing. That's a good catch that you then immediately fuck up. Alright, well, that's fun. Yeah, anyway, good night, everybody. I'm gonna go fucking hang myself. All right.